Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, and now we're doing the dental practice brokerage for 15. Today's topic is essential information. How should you react in the buy or selling of a dental office when one of the parties says the deal's off in the 11th hour right before closing? We'll talk about that. So as you know, we now have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. We're in 25 states. And we are available to you 363 days a year, except Christmas and Easter. Now, if you want to reach us, our phone number is 201-663-0935. And our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or Nationwide Dental Practice Brokers. Feel free to call us. Even if you just want some free advice, we'll be happy to talk to you. Everything you're about to hear today is for entertainment purposes only. It is not legal advice. Now, if many of you have a larger practice, $1 million plus, 5 operatories or more, willing to stay on after the sale, the DSO companies may be the ones for you to sell to. We're independent of them. We work closely with them. If there's a deal, they'll often pay our commission, so there's generally no commission to you. However, if you'd like to proceed forward, please call us. We can go over a lot of different scenarios for you. Use our advice, our accountants. There's no charge to you because generally they pay our commission. We can help you with some inside information. Who's easy to deal with, who has ironclad contracts that they never negotiate with. So we can give you an idea of just kind of where you're heading. Now also, if you are selling a practice and the sale price, and we're representing is over $1 million, $1 million or more, we're going to reimburse your legal fees upon successful closing. Based on some minor criteria. But call us. We've done that multiple times just in the last few months. All right, let's get into today's topic. You're at the 11th hour. You're basically at the end, ready for closing. Contracts are agreed to. Lease negotiations haven't been accomplished. You're at the 11th hour. You're ready to close in a couple days or the next day or even that day. And this has happened to me multiple times. I've been involved in this. The seller or the buyer of the dental office says, the deal's off. That's it. The deal's off. It's a buyer, it's a seller. They make that statement. What are you supposed to do at that moment you hear that? What we generally do is, I understand what you're saying. However, can I get back to you later today or tomorrow? It's better I do this tomorrow. And we can discuss this tomorrow so I can get my arms around it, prepare for what you want us to do, and have a better understanding of what's going on. Would that be okay? Would it be okay for tomorrow? Because this is kind of a bombshell you're hitting us with last minute. I need a little time to get my arms around what you're actually saying. When you put that delay in, it diffuses the situation somewhat, because this buyer or this seller are at a point that they're frustrated, something has happened. They are really, really upset. Something has happened. And you've got to figure out what is going on here. You give that 24 hours time to defuse. The reason for this is because you panic. What happened? What happened? What can we do? What can we make another concession? How can we keep this deal going? No. You got to get your arms around it. And the reason why is this. Both the buyer, the seller, their attorneys, the bank, the accountants, the landlord, everybody's focusing on getting your deal done. Right? Now, you spent all this time as a buyer or a seller, all this effort, all the expense of an attorney, which you're going to have to pay anyway, and all this, I mean, you spent so much of your life into this, and last minute buyer or seller makes that statement, this deal's off, or I'm pulling the plug. Okay? You always put that delay in there. Doctor, I understand what you're saying. In order for me to get my arms around this and make sure how I'm going to present it before I call everybody and call the bank and I just got to get my arms around it. I don't have time to think about this right. I'm just so jammed right now. I don't have the right time. This is why it's so essential that you use dental attorneys, dental brokers. We are accustomed to this. We're accustomed to this. It only happens a rare percent of the time, maybe 3% of the time. But when it happens, if you're on the receiving end or the giving end, when it happens, you're going to panic. Your whole life's been focused around this. Always don't panic. Always say, can I get back to you tomorrow on this? I just need some time to spend adequate time on this. And historically what happens is the 24 hours you tell them to sleep on it, things begin to diffuse. The next day you say, well, what seems to be going on here? You're upset, we're all focused. I've always told my buyer or seller, keep your eye on the target. If the buyer gets wind of this, that the seller is pulling the plug, you tell the buyer, just keep an eye on your target. That's what I need you to do. Just focus on your target and do not panic over this right now. I need you to focus on the target. All right, this is very important. In that 24 hours, you're letting things go. Things begin to diffuse. What they're pissed, they're upset about, whatever they are, whoever's making this stay. It just happened. This happened 3 days ago. Seller said, if this doesn't happen, I'm pulling the plug. That's it. I'm pulling the plug. I said, I understand your feelings. Let's keep an eye on the target. But anybody, buyer or seller, vast majority of times, if they put this much effort into this deal so far, chances are they're going to go through it. They will go through to it. And this I can assure you. It is rare, very rare, at the last second you see the buyer or seller finally pulling out of the deal. It could happen, yeah, it could happen. But generally, it's very rare. That's why the attorneys, the brokers, yeah, when they've heard this, I'm pulling the plug, deal's over, we're like, okay, can I call you tomorrow? And focus on this. You've got to give them a reason why you can't answer their question, why you're not calling the buyer, you're not calling the accountant, you're not calling the other attorney right away. I need some time to gather the information and present it properly, you always say. That's what I say. So that's what happens. And it's every single time I've been involved in these deals and you get the last minute panic, it's like, here we go again. 24 hours, how are we doing? Well, let's try to focus on this. And generally, always, we go to closing. And that's it. So this hopefully this never happens to you. But if it happens, listen to this tape over and over. Or listen, even if you're not our client, just call me. I'll tell you how to work through this. We are used to, attorneys and we're used to chaos. We're used to this last minute crisis. This may be your first transaction. It may be your 5th transaction. Well, I've done hundreds of transactions. And I think I have some working knowledge to share with you. All right, team, that is it. It is a beautiful day. We got a great 4th of July weekend. Looks like the sun is hot. The skies are blue. We got a great day. Got a heavy beaching today. I hope you make it down the beach or the mountains, wherever you're going, or some fun, or even if you're just kicking back at home, that's okay too. Just relax and have some good times. Have fun every day. Goodbye, team. I'll see you soon.